me see, on YouTube. Welcome guys here on Instagram. We are starting this live class. I'm live on YouTube now. Okay, welcome. Well, we are starting this live class here today, in which we're going to, let me just check better like this. So you're going to talk about the differences of ser and estar. So in Portuguese, we can translate the verb be to ser or estar, okay? So this here is just to invite you to meet me on YouTube, because then you'll be able to see my screen. You're gonna see what I'm showing there. So earlier today, I posted here on Instagram, in our profile on Instagram, in our stories, I posted a sequence of quiz, of questions for you to test your knowledge of ser and estar. If you know when to use ser, when to use estar, when to correctly use each of these verbs. If you know that, okay, that's fine, you don't need this class. But if you know but have some questions, or if you'd like to learn how to use that, come to YouTube. You have the link in our stories. Come and meet me. Well, in this class, I'm gonna teach you the differences between ser and estar, when we can use ser, when you can use estar. Okay? So, but before we start, since if you guys want to stay here on Instagram, that's fine too. Before we start, I'm gonna share my screen with you here. Okay. So Luja and I decided to have these live classes on YouTube again. In the past, we used to have them around this time, 9-10 p.m. in Brazil. It's 9 p.m. in Brazil now. And we decided to have that again because it was a good, they used to be a good opportunity to talk to you, to meet our students, to see them interact in the chat, yeah? So to answer questions and to teach a full class of Portuguese. Because here we have more space, we can show our screen, we can write things. It's different from Instagram. On Instagram, we don't have much space to teach a full class, right? So that's why YouTube has a better place to do that live. So we are back with the live classes on YouTube. This is our first from many, I hope. Every week, our plan is to have one full live class on YouTube every week. So we're starting today. Next Tuesday, you have a class with Luigi, and then the next Tuesday with me, and so on. Okay? So today, as you can see here, let me show you my screen here. So if you go to YouTube, that's what you're gonna see, okay? So it's a better experience over there. So today, our first class will start with this basic topic, the verb be in Portuguese. So the verb be in Portuguese can be translated to ser or to estar, okay? Or if you are from São Paulo or in other parts south of Minas Gerais, you can say ser, estar, okay? Ser ou estar. So what you have to know is we use the verb ser in different contexts than the verb estar, okay? I will show you which contexts. But before that, I want to know if there's someone here on YouTube or here on Instagram, just tell me hello on the chat, say something, hola, and tell me where are you in the world. I like to interact, guys. These live classes, the main purpose of them is to interact with you. So if you don't say anything, it won't be an interactive class. Okay, so this is your moment. Use this moment to talk to me, okay? To ask questions, to interact, to answer my questions, because I'll have many. Let me see. Freguem, olá, novo aluno de português aqui. Olá! Bem-vindo! Olá, Kesson. Midwest near Chicago. Olá, Valentina, Miami. And you guys here from Instagram. Where are you in the world? Boa noite, Jonathan. Que legal, gente. Castle Nova Jersey, português. Que legal. Nova York, olá do Canadá. That's so cool. Encouragement from God's Word. Olá, professora querida Carolina. Oi, Charles. A gente sentiu sua falta aqui na imersão, Charles. Você fez falta, viu? It would be nice to have you here. Hey, David. Michigan, Ella. Okay. Cool. Now I want to know who here is totally new to Yes Portuguese, because I saw some yappers there, some students. Who here is totally new? It's your first time watching a class of us. It's your first time interacting with us at Yes Portuguese. Just came from Instagram, aqui do Insta. Oi, Cassandra from Sydney. That's so cool. Ok. Muito bem. Oi, Rashad here. Então, vamos começar. You guys can think of your questions about Ser and Estar and write them in the comment section, ok? Vocês estão prontos? Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Ready to start? Se vocês estão, can you comment using a thumbs up? Okay? Friggin says, my carioca friend has been teaching me too. I'm diving in. Amazing. Very good. So guys, we're gonna start with a short conversation here. That's how our method works. Every time we want to learn something new, we work with a conversation. So this is a short conversation that we have in module 1 of our full program when we teach verb Ser and Estar, okay? So as you can see here, we have a conversation between Peter and Carol, okay? So Peter starts asking a question to Carol. He asks, você é daqui do Rio mesmo? And she says, não, eu sou de Minas Gerais. Sou mineira. Há quanto tempo você está aqui no Rio? And she says, eu tô aqui há 3 anos já. E você é feliz aqui? Sou, mas sinto falta da minha família. Entendo. Eu também estou com saudades de casa. Você disse que é jornalista, né? Sou sim. Okay, I read it one time for you and I will do it again, okay? But first, let me see. Vamos lá, sim. Oi, Adriele, quanto tempo? Você lembra de mim? Claro que eu lembro. Ok. Vamos lá. Pessoal do Instagram, probably you were not having a good experience because you can't see my screen. This class is on YouTube, so if you wanna have a better experience, come to YouTube. The link is in our stories. Then you have a better experience over there. Okay? So I'm gonna read the conversation again. Todo mundo prestando atenção? Can you hear me well? Is the reading fine? Beleza, então vou de novo. So this conversation between Peter and Carol. They just met and they are interacting. In our full program, Peter and Carol are the main characters and we get to know what happened to them, okay? So in the first modules, they met for the first time and the friendship just grow. Vamos lá. Você é daqui do Rio mesmo? Não, eu sou de Minas Gerais. Sou mineira. Há quanto tempo você está no Rio? Eu tô aqui há 3 anos já. E você é feliz aqui? Sou, mas sinto falta da minha família. Entendo, eu também estou com saudades de casa. Você disse que é jornalista, né? Sou sim. Beleza? Is everything fine, guys? So in our method, the bicycle method, the method that we created, we always work with a conversation when we start a new topic, because when we have a conversation, we have the basis to understand a real context. So this is not a conversation that we wrote, but it's based in real life. So that could happen. That's the questions they have here are questions that we could have in real life. So we recorded those dialogues, and then our students have access to the audio and to the transcript, so they can listen and read. Here, we are doing this informally, so you're just listening and reading at the same time, and I'm the one reading it for you. So it's just because the idea here is not for you to see exactly how our method works, but to learn about the verb ser and estar today. Ok? Muito bom. Boa noite, Jeff. Oi, Rosa. Oi, Safe. Safe tá em São Paulo. Veio aqui em Carangola, agora tá passeando em São Paulo. Muito bom. Okay, so what I want you to see here, guys, first is where we have the verb ser in these conversations. I'm going to translate sentence by sentence for you. So here, Peter asks, você é daqui do Rio mesmo? It means, are you from Rio, really from Rio, you know? Are you from Rio? From here, from Rio. And then she says, no, eu sou de Minas Gerais. No, I am from Minas Gerais. Sou mineira. I'm mineira. Mineira is how we call someone that is from Minas Gerais. And then he asks, há quanto tempo você está aqui no Rio? For how long have you been here in Rio? And then Carol answers, eu tô aqui há 3 anos já. I'm here for 3 years already. E você é feliz aqui? And are you happy here? She says, so, mas sinto falta da minha família. I am, but I miss my family. Entendo, I understand. Eu também estou com saudades de casa. I'm also missing home, or I also miss my home. Você disse que é jornalista, né? You said you're a journalist, right? So, sim. Yes, I am. Okay? How is the understanding? Is that fine? Just for you to have this idea. Okay? What they are talking about. So, in the first question, Peter asks, você é daqui do Rio mesmo? Here we have the verb ser, asking for where she is from. Você é daqui do Rio mesmo? Are you from Rio? From here, from Rio. Ok? E aí ela responde, eu sou de Minas Gerais. So, I am from Minas Gerais. It's the verb ser. So, one thing you can find here, when we are talking about where someone is from, we use the verb ser. Take notes. Pega aí seu caderninho e anota. When we are talking about the place where someone is from, we use the verb ser. Okay? The first insight for you. And pay attention, because when we talk about the place, the name of the place, we have to use the preposition de together with ser. So, eu sou de Minas Gerais. Você é do Rio. Ok? Muito bem. And she says, sou mineira. Ser mineiro is not a nationality, but it's an adjective that characterizes where you are from, like a state, or could be a nationality, could be a city. For example, I can say, eu sou brasileira, e eu sou mineira, e eu sou carangolense. Because let me show you, let me write the sentence. Eu sou brasileira, because I'm from Brazil. I'm Brazilian. Eu sou mineira, because I'm from Minas Gerais. And eu sou carangolense, because that's how we say that, how we call someone that is from Carangola, where I live. All right? So, if I want to say eu sou, I can say eu sou do Brasil, just for you to see a different way. Eu sou de Minas Gerais, or And eu sou de Carangola. And what about you? What about you guys? Can you write in the comment section sentences like this one? Where you are, where you're from, or your nationality, your state, something like that. Eu sou americana. Exactly, Rosa. Very well. Isso aí. Perfect. Eu sou americana. Anyone else? Can you try by yourself to write that? I will wait for the comments. In this meanwhile, let's go to the next sentence. So we have: há quanto tempo você está aqui no Rio? Now we are talking about time and about location. So what we have here is a temporary location. You are in Rio, not for so long, not forever. Okay? So, há quanto tempo você está aqui no Rio? It means you are in Rio, but probably you're gonna leave it. Okay? Então, for how long have you been here in Rio? So, here we use the verb estar. So, for permanent location, for permanent state, we use the verb ser. For temporary location, we use the verb estar. So, in the comments here, Safe said, boa noite, estou em São Paulo. Because Safe is not from São Paulo. He's not... he is there now, right? So, estou em São Paulo. It's temporary. Okay? Same thing here. Deixa eu ver as respostas de vocês. Eu sou americano, eu sou do Michigan, eu sou do Canadá, eu sou canadense, sou dos Estados Unidos. Kazan, it's missing the preposition de there. Sou dos Estados Unidos, eu sou da Califórnia. Da Califórnia. California is feminine. Sou canadense também, moro em Toronto. Eu sou dos Estados Unidos. Eu sou estadunidense, David. Very good. Or americano. Muito bem. Ok, let's continue. Eu tô aqui há 3 anos já. So here she says, I am here for 3 years already. So just for you, okay, so tô is the same thing as estou, but it's a short way of using that informal way. So I can say, eu tô no Brasil agora. It's the same thing as saying, eu estou no Brasil agora. So I'm in Brazil now. All this means I'm in Brazil now. Ok? Eu sou da Califórnia. Very good. Eu tô no Brasil agora. Eu estou no Brasil agora. Alright? So continue with the dialogue. He asks, e você é feliz agora? Você é feliz aqui? Are you happy here? Like, it's something. Não consegue ouvir? Because I'm teaching on YouTube. Go to YouTube. Yeah, I think my connection here on Instagram is bad. I'll leave it here. Okay, I close Instagram because the connection there is not good. But can you hear me here, guys, on YouTube? Tell me. Is the audio fine? Is the connection good? Can you see me? Can you understand me? Yeah? Eu estou no aeroporto. Rosa, like this, ó. Deixa eu te mostrar. Eu estou no aeroporto. Like this. Ok, audio is good. We can hear. Perfect. Obrigada. Vamos lá. Continuando. Ok. Então, when we ask how someone feels, but more permanently, we ask using ser. Você é feliz aqui? Ok? She says, sou. mas sinto falta da minha família. In Portuguese, we can answer questions, yes or no questions, using just the verb. So, você é feliz aqui? So, it means yes, I am. And then when he says here, eu também estou com saudades de casa. When we use, there are some specific words with which we're gonna use ser or estar. So in the case with saudade, we use is an expression, it's a fixed expression. Estar com saudade. So then we use estar in this case, and we need the preposition com. Okay? It means miss something. Estar com saudade, it means to miss something. And here about professions. Você disse que é jornalista, né? So when we talk about professions, we always use the verb ser. Okay? And the answer, sou sim. Yes, I am. Ok? Deixa eu ver se o comentário de vocês. Estou no aeroporto. Você está viajando sozinho agora? Eu estou na minha cozinha. Isso, na minha cozinha. Charles, like this. Deixa eu escrever para você. Eu estou na minha cozinha. Ok? Vamos lá. Então, agora vamos entender. So, the verbs ser and estar in Portuguese are the equivalent of verb to be in English, as I already told you. So, ser usually is used to talk about permanent state, and estar when we talk about temporary state, as I have already told you. So, let's see how we conjugate the verb ser in the present tense of the indicative mode in Portuguese. So, with eu, I, sou, am. So, I am. Você é. You are. Ele é. He is. Ela é. She is. Nós somos. We are. Vocês são. You are. Eles são. They are masculine. And elas são. They are feminine. Ok? So, eu sou. Você é. Ele é. Ela é. Nós somos. Vocês são. Eles são. Elas são. Okay, with the pronunciation, with the conjugation, let's see verb estar now. So, I can say eu estou or eu tô. Ok? Você está or tá, if you want to use something formally. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put a gente. Oh, a gente é. We are. Thank you, Kazan, for remember that. So, você está, ele está, ou ele tá, ela está, e aqui o agente. Right. Eu estou, ou eu tô. Você está, você tá. Ele tá, ele tá, ele está. Ela está, ela tá. A gente está, a gente tá. Sorry. Sorry. Nós estamos ou nós estamos. Vocês estão ou vocês estão. Vocês estão bem? Eles estão ou eles estão. Elas estão ou elas estão. Alright? Okay. So, let's see the use of verb ser and some special cases. So, verb ser can be used to express possession. When you say, for example, o violão é do Roberto. It belongs to Roberto. This is Roberto's guitar. When you talk about days of the week, Hoje é quarta-feira. Today is Wednesday. When you use impersonal expressions like é importante falar português. It is important to speak Portuguese. Religion. Nós somos católicos. We are Catholics. Nós somos católicos. There is one question here, just let me see. Are notes posted for studying again later? It can be. Are you in our email list? I can... Oh my goodness. I'm so tired. Sorry, guys. I can make a PDF file with this and send it to the members of our email list if you want. Okay? É importante falar português. It is important to speak Portuguese. Nós somos católicos. We are Catholics. When we talk about political views, we also use the verb ser. For example, I can say, elas são socialistas. They are socialists. Elas são socialistas. Elas são comunistas. They are communists. Elas são de direita. They are from right. Elas são de esquerda. They are from left. Okay? We can also use the verb ser to talk about marital status. So, eu sou solteira, mas ele é casado. I am single, but he's married. This is bad. Eu sou solteira, mas ele é casado. Okay? We also use the verb ser to talk about profession. Pablo é professor. Pablo is a teacher. Maria é estudante. Maria is a student. Also, you can talk about, when you talk about time, hours, we use the verb ser. Agora são 3 da tarde. Actually, agora são 9:30. It's 9:30. We can also use the verb ser to talk about origin and nationality, as we saw above. Ele é da Argentina. Ele é argentino. He's from Argentina. He is Argentinian. Eu sou do Brasil. Eu sou brasileira. Or when you introduce ourselves and talk about our names and tell people our names, we use the verb ser. Meu nome é Adriele. My name is Adriele. Or when we share our addresses, meu endereço é Rua Santos Dumont. Okay? Or when we show our phone numbers. O telefone dela é 3888-8808. Her phone number is blah, blah, blah. We can use the verb ser to talk about identification. So, isso é um copo. Aquilo é uma cadeira. That is a chair. Or about flavor. O bolo é de chocolate. The cake, this is a chocolate cake. When we talk about material too, a camisa é de algodão. So, camisa is made from cotton. Or purpose, a caneta é para escrever. The pen, this pen is made for writing. Destination, os chocolates são para o gin, because the destination of the chocolates are gin. So, is gin, right? These chocolates are for gin. And finally, when we give direction, o museu é para lá. The museum is that way. O museu é à direita. So, the museum is at right. One observation here, pay attention, please. In addition to this, we use the verb ser to indicate a permanent location and permanent characteristics. So, Ipanema é no Rio de Janeiro. Rúbia é simpática. Ipanema is in Rio. Rúbia is a nice person. Okay? We are going to see the uses of verb estar now, but before, I want to make an invitation for you. If you're new here, and if you would like to know more about our method, how it works, see in practice how we teach Portuguese for our students, I have a sneak peek of our course, a tryout of our course for free. We will have a free week-long course starting on July 24th. The Speaking Portuguese project. We will show you a project of study, how you can organize your study routine, what you need to study to start speaking Portuguese still this year. So to enroll, there is a link below this video here, in the description of this video. A professora tá cansada, yes. And I'll also type in the chat, okay? A professora é mãe. A professora has a baby girl and she's tired. Okay, so this is the link for you to join us in the Speaking Portuguese project that starts on July 24th. It's on the chat, okay? So let's go back to the uses of estar. So, differently from ser is used for permanent states, but estar is used for non-permanent states. So, things that can change. So, I say, hoje está calor. Today is hot. Tomorrow can be cold. Okay? Eles estão na praia. They are at the beach. Eles estão na praia. Oh, you remember. Thank you. Guys, 15 students and 5 likes. Yeah. So we should at least have 15 likes. Yeah. Thank you. You remembered. Vamos ver se vocês estão gostando. Deixa eu ver se vocês estão curtindo. Let me see if you're enjoying that. Okay, so eles estão na praia. This is a transient location. You're at the beach now, but you can move. Okay? Position. Natália está sentada. Natália is seated. So she is seated now, but she can stand up. Clothing. Nós estamos de paletó e gravata. We are using suit and tie. And the sentence that Jacob used. Professor está cansada. It can change, right? I'm feeling tired now, but it will change, hopefully. Observation. Ele está morto. He is dead. So adjectives such as morto do not indicate a permanent state, but rather a change of state, a transitoriness from alive to dead. Because you can think that, oh, dead is something permanent, but no, it indicates the transition, okay, from alive to dead. Therefore, we use verb estar as a result. And then we can say, ele está morto há 10 minutos. He has been dead for 10 minutes. Remember, the verb estar is transitive, while the verb ser is permanent. Okay? The verb estar is used with things that change the status. The verb ser is normally used with things that don't change. So if I say, ela é bonita, I'm saying she is a pretty woman. She is a pretty person. It indicates a permanent state. If I say, ela está bonita, it means that she looks pretty in that moment. It's a temporary state. For example, I can say, ela está bonita com aquele vestido. She looks pretty with that dress. That dress marks the change, the transition. Because if she was wearing another dress, maybe she wouldn't be pretty, okay? For example, I can say, eu sou feliz, I am happy, I'm a happy person. But I can also say, eu estou feliz agora por estar aqui com vocês. I am happy now for being here with you. Transitory. I can be not happy in the next minute. But it doesn't change the fact that I am a happy person. Eu sou feliz. Okay? In my life. Questions? Time for questions. Any question here? Write in the comment section if you do. So just to summarize for you guys, when we use the verb ser, we use with things that are permanent, like marital status. Eu sou casada. But some people have trouble with when they say, they try to translate I am a student, because they tend to use estar with student, thinking that eu estou estudante, thinking that estudante is transitory. But it's an occupation. It's an occupation that lasts at least for a period. So, eu sou estudante. It is like eu sou professora. I could be in professora today, but tomorrow I could be just mom, you know? So it would be transitory in that way, but it just have in mind that we only talk about professions. We are talking about occupations. We use the verb ser. Okay? We use the verb ser too with when we talk about our feelings, they're more permanent, you know, differently from the feelings that are more transitory. Like, if I say eu sou uma pessoa cansada, it means that I'm a person that are always tired. But I can say eu estou cansada. It means I'm tired now, but hopefully in the next moment I won't be, okay? Another thing that I want to say while you're thinking about your questions is, in English, you say your age by using the verb be, right? You say, for example, I am 32 years old. In Portuguese, we don't do that. We actually can't. Because in Portuguese, to talk about ages, we use the verb ter. Eu tenho 32 anos. Like I have possession on my age. You know, eu tenho 32 anos. But we can use the verb estar to talk about ages if we use the preposition com together. So you can say, eu estou com 32 anos. Like, I am with 32 years old. Okay? So you can say, eu estou com 32 anos. Cool? Was that new for you? Oh, Jacob has a question. Are you going to cover past events such as a festa voyage? Not today. Today is just an introductory class to see the differences when you use one and when you use the other one. Okay, I'm going to close the class since you have no questions, but I'll give you 1 minute, 1 second to summarize in the comment section the main difference between ser and estar. Can you do that? I have told you many times that was the main information about this class. What is the main difference between ser and estar? Put in the comment section. Kazan has a question. When do you use the regular form of ser or estar unconjugated? Okay, so there is a verb tense in Portuguese called infinitivo pessoal. So we use the infinitive form unconjugated with when we are using that in that tense. Okay? So for example, I'll try to write it here and show you. Or in some other structures like eu tenho que estar em casa amanhã cedo. I'm using the infinitive here. I have to be, eu tenho que estar em casa amanhã cedo. So in this case is unconjugated because of this structure tenho que. Eu tenho que estar em casa amanhã cedo. Ok? Or eu vou ser tia. I'm going to be an aunt. Ele vai ser papai. He's gonna be a dad. Okay, so in these cases, we are using ser and estar conjugated in the infinitive form. All right? Hope I have answered your question, cousin. Ser is permanent state, está temporary state. Cousin, ser permanente, está transient. Muito bem, guys. Very good. Yes, so I just didn't get to that module yet. No, you haven't. But you'll be there soon. Yeah. Muito bem. Cousin is a yapper. And for those that don't know, yapper is a student of our full program, Talk to Brazil. And actually, yapper is a student of our school, right? Ser is usually permanent, Mark is answering. Ser is usually permanent and estar is temporary. Oh, you all got it. Muito bom, pessoal. Very good. So, I made the invitation. On July 24th to July 29th, we will be hosting the Speaking Portuguese Project, free week-long course with classes, activities for you to do a week of immersive classes, intensive classes, and we're gonna teach you our method, how it works, and a project of studies for you to start speaking Portuguese still in 2023. If you're interested in something like that, there is a link below this video, and we're gonna see you soon. Okay? Então, guys, every Tuesday we'll be here, Ludi or me. Gostaram? Did you enjoy it? Are you happy that our live classes on YouTube are back? Oh, Safe is talking to David. Okay, see you soon. Beijo, guys. And see you next week. Obrigada por vocês terem se juntado a mim. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your company in this class. And for your interaction. That helps a lot. E deixa eu ver quantas curtidas nós finalizamos, Jacob. 12. Perfect. Muito bom. From 13 people, 12 likes. Obrigada. Jacob said, I'm so happy that the classes are back on. I miss you and Luigi. You're happy. Thank you. Obrigada. This means a lot. Thank you. You and the team are awesome. Obrigada, Cassandra. Thank you. Muito feliz. Obrigada, Dri. Thank you, Charles. Que bom, pessoal. Muito bom estar aqui de novo com vocês. That's so nice. Sorry I'm too tired, but I'm a mom. And I'm still nursing, and Emma sometimes demands a lot. Although she's growing and she's nice and she's a perfect girl. But being a mom is very tiring. It's a full-time job. 24 hours. So sorry, I'm so tired. I look tired. And I'm also looking tired because we had intensive days here with the Brazil Experience Immersion First Edition. It was amazing. You will see more about it in the next few days. You see pictures, videos, you see a lot of stuff because we are nostalgic and we're gonna post everything. And get ready, if you're not a yapper, because that's only for yappers, at least for now, we're gonna have the next edition in January. It's gonna be awesome. Today I was organizing that. Beijo, pessoal. Tchau, tchau. Professor e mãe é difícil, Charles. But I think I'm doing fine. Beijo pra vocês. Tchau, tchau, gente. Boa noite.